NIO stock is up over 400% this year. This EV company has been on fire, and they just came out with some big news announcements that may send shares even higher. They just made announcements about their newest autopilot features, their faster battery charging options, and they had great delivery numbers of their most recent vehicles. So in this video today, we're going to go over the new innovations and new announcements coming out from NIO to determine if we like how they're going to help the company over the long term, and if we believe the share price will grow because of these new features that have just been released. So welcome back to the portfolio, everyone. As you know, I am the Gen Z investor, and every single day we talk about the stock market. We go over different stocks you can buy, discuss overall stock market performance, and go over any major stock market news and headlines, like we're doing today with NIO stock and their most recent announcements regarding their battery and their autopilot features. We're going to start off today by taking a look at the 12-month price performance for NIO. 1 year ago, shares are being traded at $1.56, which represents over a 1,000% gain to where they are today at that $18.68 mark. This company has been on fire. Over the short term, though, over the past month, there has been a lot of volatility. Shares peaked at over $20 a share. You can see here, we have seen a slight decline where from their most recent peak, they are down 7%. So NIO has made some big announcements at an EV electric vehicle presentation over the past 2 days. If we take a look at the Beijing International Auto Exhibition this year, over the past few days, NIO has been on display. They've shared their EV models. They went through their new supercar, their 6-seater flagship premium EV model SUV, and they also showed their recently launched EC6 SUV. They also showed their battery swap stations, the 3 different types of chargers they offer, and their NIO's new innovations and patents. They also announced, which is the game-changing technology, their upgrade to NIO's smart operating system, NIO OS 2.7.0. This new update unveils the new driver assist functionality. NIO also released its Navigate on Pilot feature, which automatically guides the car on ring roads and highways. NIO's most recent Navigate on Pilot feature that has just been announced is their way to compete with Tesla's autopilot. So their new announcement is the first commercial application of a high-definition map in China from a full mass-produced vehicle. So NIO's NOP system allows the navigation system within their vehicles to help guide the cars and allows the car to follow a pre-planned route. So it allows all the vehicles to follow the path planned by the navigation system, to automatically enter and exit the ramp. It overtakes other cars, merges, and cruise drives other functionality as well under specific conditions right now. So simply put, the founder of NIO, CEO William Li, had put it is similar to Tesla's NOA. So what they're trying to do is build up their functionality to, of course, become a one-time, in the future, fully automatic driving car, and this is the first step. Their navigation system within the vehicle can have a pre-planned route, and it will allow the company and the car to navigate that vehicle on and off the highway, merge between lanes, and of course continue on in a nice, safe condition. Once this gets a lot of driving time, the system advances. I'm sure we'll get more updates and greater functionality from this Navigate on Pilot system. Another big announcement that came out in this event is that NIO actually fulfilled the date they set out for the first ever deliveries of their EC6 SUV. So NIO sent out a tweet earlier that they believed delivery for this vehicle was going to start in September, and they just announced that delivery has officially begun and they met their self-proclaimed deadline. That is great to hear because a lot of EV companies and a lot of car manufacturers right now across the world have seen delay in vehicle production, and whenever they announce dates for deliveries, they most likely keep getting pushed and pushed. So it's nice to see that NIO actually met their delivery schedule and they have officially begun deliveries for their EC6 SUV. They actually launched that vehicle earlier in 2020 and they began accepting pre-orders right away, and they actually fulfilled their promise and have begun to deliver these vehicles to consumers. This model of this SUV comes in 3 different editions, has a drag number of only 0.26, and has pre-installed NIO Pilot hardware And overall, this car is a monster as well. It goes from 0 to 100 in 4.5 seconds. Has a very nice range, and of course can continue to be charged using all their standard battery packs and their more advanced higher power battery packs as well. The price for this vehicle starts at around $54,000. Meanwhile, the higher end version of this SUV comes in around $77,000. So once again, this is a premium product. As well, they also announced their battery as a service model, which can be used for this product once again. So overall, NIO met what they said, they met their delivery schedule, and of course that provides confidence to consumers and investors that this company can fulfill what they say and what they announced they're going to do. They also announced earlier that this month their delivery numbers for August 2020, and we saw some great results. The NIO delivered just under 4,000 vehicles in August 2020, which set a new monthly high and is over 100% year-over-year increase from last year in August 2019. So far in 2020, they've delivered over 21,000 vehicles, which once again, it represents an over 100% gain year-over-year to this point. Cumulative deliveries for their ES8 and ES6 have reached over 50,000 vehicles. So of course, if you were to compare this to a Tesla, the numbers are no match. Tesla has delivered way more vehicles over a longer period of time. But compare this to some other EV companies on the market that are getting a lot of hype that really have never even delivered a product to consumers at all. This is very good to see. NIO is one of the few players on the market today that has a lot of consumers actually driving their products every single day. A lot of other EV companies are more in the prototype stage, or they have a few hundred, maybe a few thousand deliveries. But as you can see here, NIO has a total of over 53,000 deliveries so far. If we also take a look at their most recent quarterly report, NIO has done a nice job. Of course, when deliveries go up, that means total revenue is going to go up as well. They sell more vehicles, the volume goes up, the higher revenue they can bring in. So total revenue for the second quarter of 2020 was $526 million. Another great number, once again, compared to other EV companies who really don't have any revenues whatsoever. This represented a 146% increase from the second quarter of 2019 and a 171% increase from the first quarter of this year. So quarter over quarter, we're seeing massive growth. And of course, a majority of that total revenue comes from vehicle sales, which came in at $493 million of the $526 million. So overall, nice announcement and nice quarterly report with regard to revenue. All the other very normal research and development expenses, selling and general admin, loss from operations, they are currently posting a loss. Everything else in this financial report is normal. There wasn't any major news announcements that were too shocking during this Q2 report. In the quarter, they put a net loss of $164 million, which of course is hard to see, but like most EV companies on the market right now, they are burning through more capital than they are earning. So they have been posting a net loss, but overall, their balance sheet is sustainable right now. They have $1.6 billion of cash and cash equivalents on their balance sheet as of June 30th, 2020, which will last them a decent amount of time if they can reduce how much money they are losing quarter over quarter. This $1.6 billion should help the company maintain operations within the short term. As well, we saw nice revenue and vehicle growth in this quarter, but the most recent delivery numbers for August, which were not included in this report, like we saw, have seen record-breaking months. The NIO was actually expecting for the third quarter of 2020 to deliver between 11,000 and 11,500 vehicles. And you can see here in the month of August, they're on track to hit that point where they delivered just shy of 4,000 vehicles in the first month of that next quarter. So overall, nice news from NIO, nice revenue growth from their latest report. And of course, we had those major news announcements of their Navigate on Pilot system, their increase in battery stations, and overall, a lot of good positive news coming out for this company as of late. The stock price has been surging, up 2% today. It'll be very interesting to see how this company performs over the long term. We will keep our eyes on them, follow along with any major news headlines to determine if we like this company. If you are a bull on the EV market, this may be a stock to take a look at. Take a look at the most recent announcements that we just went through more in depth. Do your research on the company, and this may be one that you may like because they actually have revenue. they actually have deliveries. There's tens of thousands of people actually using their products, and there's real reviews on the services. Or if you want to be more of a bear, you may believe because this is a Chinese EV company, they will never compete to a Tesla, which maybe if you do like the EV sector, but you want to stay more of an American company, Tesla may be your go-to. So overall, thanks for watching, everyone. I do appreciate you tuning in. I am the Gen Z Investor, and in this video, we did a quick update over NIO and their most recent product and news announcements. Thank you for tuning in, and I will see you in tomorrow's video.